Welcome, all my fellow YouTubers out there. Ford fan, Chevy fan, Dodge fan. It don't matter as long as you're watching my videos, Hey, it helps. So, that being said, like, favor, and subscribe, which I always say it at the beginning and the end. Maybe I should just save it for the end, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to do a little more talking about the power plants of the previous models of the F-150s. And when I get a little more in depth on the 2015s, which I'll do a video just on that here shortly, we're going to talk about the new 2011 to current power plants. I don't know if you have yet watched my EcoBoost story, but I have a lot of 5.0 stories about the new 5.0 Coyote motor that's in the F-150s and Mustangs, but I'm on the subject of the trucks today. Um, this being said, the 5.0, or you may or may not know, the 5.0 has 360 horsepower and 380 foot-pounds of torque. Great truck, great motor, great fuel economy. When you get down on it, you hear that big beefy V8 just woo. I mean, it's the bee's knees. Okay, if you need a V8, but you don't want that big 6.2 liter, you go with that 5.0. Yeah, that 6.2 liter's got more power and it may outrun it, but let me tell you, that 5.0 is the way to go. All right, my little story I got on the 5.0. Personally, like I said in my previous video, I don't why buy Ford, I believe it was. I'm gonna have to, when it comes to, if I bought a Ford truck today, which if I had the money, I would have to put in a hat a piece of paper with the EcoBoost and a 5.0 and a 6.2 liter on it, because I don't know which one I want. I mean, they run neck and neck. They both got a ton of power compared to everybody else, and it's like, dang, if I just pick out EcoBoost, I didn't give the 6.2 liter or the 5.0 a fair chance, because I just went and picked that truck. Or vice versa with the 5.0 or the 6.2 liter. So I'm going to have to draw in a hat for me to pick out the new power plant. Or the previous power plant up to date right now. It's February the 2nd, 2014. So Happy New Year's, everybody. But my 5.0 F-150 story is, I've sold many of them, but my cousin, Thorn, and his stepdad is going to be in this story here. Cousin Thorn, his dad's always been in the car business. He's always had nice vehicles. Never was a Ford. He never had a Ford truck. Well, I'll take that back. For a little while, he did drive a F-250 because his dad gave him permission to, blah, blah, blah. But his grandparents always bought Ford all the time. I mean, he's currently driving Fords now. He's got a brand new 6.7 Power Stroke that he loves. My Power Stroke story is coming up. Don't you worry about that. But needless to say, my cousin never drove Ford. He would not drive a Ford to save his life. Always had Chevys. Never had a Dodge. He will not drive a Dodge. But he's always had Chevrolets. Nice Chevrolets now. I'm not knocking Chevrolets, But he's always had them nicer of the nice ones. Well, let's say the last Chevrolet he's on was a 07 VMAX, Vortex Max, fully loaded, nice, beautiful Chevrolet. Would I drive it and would I own it? Yes, sirree, Bob, I would. But he ain't driving it no more. He went and traded because we got we started selling cars with Ford, and we started living Ford. Okay, we drove them every day. The power and the fuel economy is outstanding. It's 0 to none compared to everybody else. Maybe I just worded that wrong, but I'm saying the fuel economy is outstanding. You can't beat it. Well, needless to say, he ain't driving no Chevrolet no more. He's got him a beautiful two-tone dark midnight blue with the Odame Autumn or Odame. I can't really pronounce it. Bottom. It's a little tan, sandy tan looking color. Beautiful two-tone. Reminds me of a King Ranch 2011 5.0 Lariat loaded. You don't have the touchscreen in it. The first generation My Ford Touch, or yeah. But he has heated cool seats, sink, and everything. I mean, that's truck strong, sitting on 33 12. No, excuse me. That's what I had on my Jeep, was 33s. But he's sitting on 35 1250 Toyo Open Countries, which is the best all-around off-road tire you can get, hands down. in my personal opinion, and a lot of other opinions. That's our number one selling tire on our four-wheel drives, or them Toyos. You can't beat them. They last long. Hey, well, sorry for interrupting, but he got him that 500 a month or less for that. But that's his little story. He went to Ford, and will he go back? No. He says he will not go back. It don't matter what they come out with. Ford is the way to go for him from here on out. His stepdad, Trent, always bought Chevy or GMC. From my knowledge, as long as I've known Trent, I ain't never seen him own a Ford. Not saying he didn't own one back in the day, but since I've known him since the 1998 when he got married to my cousin Sherry, which is Thorne's mama, he's always had Chevrolets. Well, he's a diesel man too. Just really didn't like that diesel price when it come to monthly payment. But he had the top of the line GMC 6.2 liter loaded, could not get another bell or whistle added to that truck. Oh yeah, he traded it, boys and girls. He traded that 6.2 liter for a 5.0 FX4 loaded to the gills, could not put another bell or whistle on that truck. He traded out of his GMC because of the power of the 5.0, the fuel economy of the 5.0, and he says there's no need to own another Chevrolet because the ride of the Ford's better. I'm not saying it because, or putting words in his mouth. I'm telling you like it is. I done found out in the car business. Why tell a lie and get caught the very next day or the same day? I tell it straight out the camel's mouth or the horse's mouth. However the saying is, this is real life. No bull crap added into this. He said he won't buy another Chevrolet. The truck handles better, rides better, has more leg room than a Chevy or a Dodge. Besides the Dodge Mega Cab. I mean, that's a different kind of class of truck in my opinion. But he says he loves it. He loves it. He was going to buy a 6.7 Power Stroke, just couldn't get right on his monthly payment, or fitting his budget, I should say. But he's driving a black on black, got black Rockstar rims on that 5.0 FX4, locking rear differential. Ooh, got IHD headlights, 360 horses, 380 foot-pounds of torque, and let me tell you, just because it's got oversized rims and tires, no, don't let that 380 foot-pounds of torque fool you, because it will turn them tires and smoke them down, son. But yeah, he switched from GMC or GM period to a Ford, and he's loving every minute of it. The fuel economy has increased. His fuel bill went down. His insurance went cheaper. Got one hell of a truck more than what the GMC could offer. And his insurance is cheaper. Got a higher cost, lower cost of ownership, but got a higher trade-in residual value than Chevy or Dodge. So that's a plus there when it comes to trading in, if he does anytime soon. But needless to say, that's my two 5.0 personal stories that I can tell you of why people should buy or look into getting the 302 5.0 Coyote motor. It's great all the way around. Good fuel economy, good horsepower, can tow a lot, and can, needs to say, get the job done and get it done right without costing your arm and a leg. And these are two guys that would never buy a Ford. I mean, set in stone, you would think. Set in stone. If I buy a Ford, shoot me in the head and bury me dead, okay? But let me tell you what they're driving now. A 2011 5.0 and a 2013 FX4 5.0. And these are guys that said they would never drive a Ford or own one. I didn't mean to say drive, because, you know, they might have to drive somebody else. But own, or with their name, own the contract. They would never own one. But now they do. So, how the saying goes, never say never, because 9 times out of 10, what you say never on, you'll end up doing anyway. Thanks for tuning in. Like, favorite, and subscribe. Leave comments. Tell me what you're driving. And if you're thinking about switching from GM to Dodge or Ford or whatever, just I'm getting goosebumps doing these videos, okay? Because I'm just trying. I'm just telling you, Ford, it's on top, baby. And we're not just gonna go 37 years strong with the F Series. We're not just gonna go 38 years strong. We're gonna go as long as Ford Motor Company and this Earth is rotating, okay? That's all I got to say about that. And not only that, I got one thing to say. Not only we going on 38 years straight for the F-Series trucks, we are, let me see, 20, I think it's 28 years in the #1 selling vehicle. It don't matter if it's the F-Series trucks, the cars, or whatever. #1 selling for 28 years going vehicle in the world. Beat that, competitors.